I thought I'd make a video for anybody about to go into an MRI scan, because I've had one today, and I didn't really know what to expect, and I looked online for information before I went in last night, found out what it was, but there were things that occurred to me today that I didn't know about, so I'm letting you know because I thought it might be helpful. I've got a little lump on my side which I'm slightly concerned about, and I've had to wait a few weeks to get this scan done. So I go in today. You're asked to strip off and put a gown on, but I didn't have a gown big enough for me because I'm a big lad. So I had to do it in my underpants, and I got a big hole in my underpants. And there was a nurse in there, lady nurse, which was embarrassing. It's fine. They kind of make you comfortable on this bed. They put your legs in. You get really comfortable. You've got to stay still in there. So they sort of put pegs against your arms just to hold your arms in place. You're not uncomfortable in any way. Your legs are sort of slightly propped up, and then they press the button and you can get whizzed into the machine. If I hadn't checked last night, I'd have been shocked at how long I was in there, because it said 20 minutes to half an hour. Because I thought I'd go in and then they'd take a couple of photographs, like an X-ray, and then I'll be out again. But no, I must have been in that machine, I reckon, about half an hour today. And what they do in there is they put an awful lot of electricity through that machine and create a massive electrical field around you. And it jiggers around with your protons, which are part of your atoms. So it's really kind of it's just some really strange stuff with you at an atomic level, and it's kind of weird. So you're in the machine. It does an electrical scan of you, an electromagnetic scan of you. It also uses radio frequency. I'm not quite sure how that works. There'll be videos about how it works, which are much more informative than anything I can tell you. But you're in this machine, and it clearly does different types of scans, because they sort of shove you up and down the machine, so you're in different positions. Obviously you're lying dead still, and on some of the scans it will tell you to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in and hold your breath, and then once you're holding your breath the scan starts, and that electromagnetic field, you can feel it. It's kind of strange. It warms your body up. Yeah, it's just kind of, it's not painful, it's not anything to be concerned about, but it's not, that wasn't particularly unpleasant. The whole experience, I wouldn't say is particularly pleasant. Anyway, so you're in this machine, it will do a scan, and then you have a few seconds rest, and it will do another scan, and then you have another rest, and it will do another scan, and then it will move the machine, it will do a different type of scan, and it will do some longer scans and some shorter scans, and this just kind of goes on for half an hour or so, and you just got to lie there. I struggled there were a couple of times when I was going to sleep, which might have been a concern, because when they tell you to hold your breath and you're asleep, you're not going to hold your breath. But I did. I got through it okay. yeah, so eventually they press a button and you get whizzed out. Um, and the reason I'm making this video really is because I hadn't seen anything, and I looked online about After Effects. I didn't feel great after having had that MRI scan today. That jiggered around with all my protons and jiggered them up and jiggered them down and twisted them around. I don't know quite what was going on, but I felt really weak afterwards, kind of nauseous. I got dressed, I shuffled off down to the cafe in the hospital and had lunch. Poor woman sat next to me. I just listened to me. I just put my head on the table groaning. I didn't move out of the hospital for an hour, and I just kind of shuffled down to my car. All this happened about 5 hours ago, and I'm kind of feeling better now. But yeah, so I felt rough for a good couple of hours, just weak, just not great. Not ill, throwing up or anything like that, but just it did have an effect on me. Everything I've seen online says it has no effect on you. There's no after effects, but that certainly wasn't my experience, which is why I'm making this video. I thought it might be helpful to give some people the heads up. Anyway, if you're having a scan, good luck, and don't worry about it, but be prepared not to feel 100% yourself when you finished it.